Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us. We have an exciting destination, an exciting product, and I'm here with Christina, the Director of Sales, who's going to tell us more about Caiman, which I had the chance to see again 2 weeks ago, huh? Well, not even 2 weeks ago, like 10 days ago. Voilà. Christina, the screen is all yours.
Okay. Hi, everybody. It's really nice to be with you this time. And I'm going to present you about Caiman Pantanal. Yes, this safari lodge in Brazil that Dominique had the pleasure to be with us like 1 week or
Yeah.
2 weeks ago. Yeah.
Mhm.
So, what is about Caiman? Well, Caiman is located in the Pantanal area. And for those who doesn't know Pantanal yet, Pantanal is the largest float plan in the entire world. Okay, so I will give you an example of a famous float plan in the world, Botswana in Africa, Okavango Delta. I think many people should know, many travel advisors should know, but believe or not, Pantanal is much bigger. Okay, in Pantanal we could fit Portugal inside Pantanal, and we still would have some space free. So in the largest float plan in the entire world, we have, like the Okavango Delta, uh, seasons that are really, really defined along the year. And this is because of water cycle that happens there. Yes, we have a wet season or a float season in the beginning of the year. And then in the middle of the year, the water starts to dry until we have a completely dry season with no rain at all for a few months. And then it starts again, okay? And Pantanal, it takes part of two districts of Brazil. One part is located in Mato Grosso and another part in the south in Mato Grosso do Sul. So it would be like North Carolina and South Carolina, okay, two different states. And Caiman is located in the south part, so we call this Southern Pantanal. And so the best way to reach us is from take a direct flight from São Paulo when you come from US, and it's just a overnight fly, and in 8 hours, 10 hours maximum, you are in São Paulo. I would encourage you to stay at least one night in São Paulo, because São Paulo is the New York of South America. It's a very vibrant city. And from São Paulo to reach Cayman, it's easy because there are many commercial flights available, even from the international or from the local São Paulo airport to Campo Grande. It takes 1 hour, 20 minutes, 1 hour and a half to reach Campo Grande. And from Campo Grande, there are two ways to reach Caiman. Could be by car, and this would be a kind of 3 hour and a half trip by car, or by plane, because we have a land strip inside the property. And small planes, small private planes could reach there in 30, 40 minutes, depends on the airplane. So Caiman is this huge farm. This is a private farm that belongs to a family with 53,000 hectare wood. That would be like 10% smaller than Singapore, okay, this farm. And for 40 years, the family that owns Cayman have been transforming their old cattle ranch into a private natural reserve. Okay, so the ecotourism is the way that they found to preserve the local fauna, the local flora, and also the local culture. So in Cayman now, there are a swimming pillar that runs this property. The livestock, of course, but nowadays it's not the most important economic activity here in Cayman. Now is the ecotourism for many years with the wildlife observation. And we have also a conservation core that it's really strong, and that makes Cayman also to be a member of the long run, that it's a an African community certificate that certifies hotels that and properties that really develop the tourism in perfect harmony with the planet. Okay, so as I mentioned, we are this huge protected area, and this picture gives you a tip what we offer here, yes, in Cayman, because we actually offer safaris and safaris by car in our area because Pantanal it's really well known for being a paradise for wildlife observation. But many people, when they think about Pantanal, they always reminds about water, about boat, and about fishing. But those experiences not what we you gonna live in Cayman. What you're gonna live here, it's a truly safari experience in Brazil, really inspired in the South African safari model. So everything here in Cayman is gonna be done by land, by cars. So everybody that travels to Cayman do a travel with a purpose, knowing or not knowing about this, because of course, in Cayman, we have our own conservation initiatives, but also we are pioneer in Brazil in hosting many non-profit organizations here in Cayman, and we allow them to study, to protect species inside our area. So the first NGO to set its bases in Cayman was the highest in Macau Institute. Believe it or not, 30 years ago, this beautiful parrot, one of the biggest parrots of the world, was in a seriously endangered situation. So the highest in Macau started with a base in Cayman, and believe it or not, they are spread nowadays all over the Pantanal. And also, there is an amazing NGO organization that does an amazing work called On Safari. On Safari was founded by Mario Haberfeld, a very passionate about wildlife as the owners of Cayman. And 15 years ago, he had an insight, he had an idea. He had a desire to see if it was possible to habituate the jaguars to the safari cars, really inspired with what he had seen in Sabi Sabi in Africa, So there are many jaguars in Pantanal, but I have to tell you that it was not easy a few years ago to spot them because, of course, in areas with a cattle ranch, the jaguars were really afraid about the noise of the cars. And then, okay, Cayman opened its gates and said, okay, let's see, let's try it. And year by year, the sighting rate was increasing. This photo that you are seeing over there with the two cars and the jaguar walking, I have to tell you, and Dominic can, say that it's not a seldom thing that happens in Pantanal. Being this very conserved place, this private reserve with this beautiful work of on safari being developing nowadays, 98% of our guests that visit us along the year have success in spot jaguars at least once. And now Cayman is currently considered the best place to spot jaguars by land. Yeah. And of course, we have many other fronts that we work with, tapirs, with parrots, but with the ecotourism, they are just scientific projects, but there are many projects that happens in Cayman, and with some of them, guests can also interact and contribute. And how about hospitality? So different from Africa, that normally the conservation areas are concessions from the government that allows many different lodges to explore that place. Here, being a private farm, we have our private lodge, yes, and our private villas too. And like in Africa, we offer a very complete experience included in our daily rate because, of course, we deliver the full board, all the meals, and also two safari games per day to see all the wildlife that is spread all over the Cayman area. Yes. So we have an 18-room lodge that it's our main lodge where Dominic stayed called Casa Caiman or Cayman House. Yeah, it used to be the owner's house and also the main house when it was a farm, a cattle ranch for a long time ago that was totally renewed and we transferred to our main lodge. So we offer a very comfortable place for the guests to stay and rest between the two safari games that we offer per day with nice food, nice drinks, all the comfort that everybody deserving exploring the areas. So the 18 rooms are three different suites in three different categories. We can host up two people per room, can be a twin or in double rooms, and we accept children from 8 years old or more. Okay. In the superior suites, we can receive a child sharing a room with parents from 8 years old or more. Yes. And of course, we have a very, very comfortable master suite for those who want even more privacy. And besides the Casa Caiman, we offer two private villas that are selling only for buyouts with all the private services for the groups that are staying here. We have a Baiazinha that is our 6-room private villa with dedicated staff, dedicated food and beverage team, housekeeping, guides, and cars. And now in July, we are opening a new private villa called Cordillera with 7 rooms that are opening in June. So Cordillera comes with a even more exclusive private villa experience because each room offers 70 square meters. Yes, with all the tailor made services, of course, food and beverage, housekeeping, a 24-hour reception, a 24-hour host to stay with the guests that are doing. So the private villa, it's really demanded for families that are doing multi-general trips. What we receive the most with 7 rooms and 6 rooms. We can host groups until 12 or 16 people. And of course, being a private villa, working with private services and buyout, of course, we can be more flexible with the children age, yes, as a buyout. So, of course, Cordillera comes with an all-inclusive service, a la carte dining, and a flexible and customized program for the guests that will be staying here with us. And during the peak season in Pantanal, that is really in July and August, we decided to open Cordillera, also available for FIT reservations. So for each peak season now, we are working with FITs. And like in Africa, we offer, all the experiences included with the 2 safari games per day, day and night safaris. Yes, that you can see all the wildlife around here. And many of these safaris, and one of them during the sunset time, a Canadian canoeing trip. And I'm thinking that you should asking why Canadian canoe trips in Pantanal in Brazil. Well, we have our Caimans all around there, and the Canadian canoe trips is the most stable one. So for all the guests with experiencing or not in canoeing, for sure they will be in the most safe canoeing trip that can have been. Hiking tours as well, especially during the dry season. So it's an opportunity to discover a little bit more about the flora and also sometimes find some tracks that the animals live in the nature. And of course, all the tours are accompanied by a pair of guides. One is always bilingual in English and Portuguese, guided by a native guide that runs all around this area. So any inclusions or extra tours that you can hire is bird watching for those who loves to, to do this specialized safari in birds. It's amazing. There are more of 340 different species to be watched here. And of course, the horse riding that reminds some of the cattle ranch culture also from this region. Of course, we deliver special moments. They are included, but of course, they are all surprise because who is in charge here is 100% nature. And I would like to share also some really important recognitions that we recently received as being featured in the Condé Nast Golden List in 2025 and also receiving Pure Awards in Pure Marrakesh last year. This is Roberto Clabin, founder and owner of Caiman. As you can see, he's smiling and he's really, really proud of receiving this prize because as a conservationist, I think 40 years ago, he never imagined that Caiman would be something that is right now. So he's proud, and of course, we are all proud of what we deliver. And yes, that's Caiman Pantanal. That's me. And I am 100% available for you all.
Thank you very much, Christina. You bring a little, not tears, but emotion, because I know whatever you have said is truth and it's extraordinary. I even discovered that you don't kill any fish. Uh,
No,
there is meat on the menu, but you don't even kill the cow that we can see around. So it's an area where I don't think anyone in the world is doing that. There is no killing of anything.
anything.
But I didn't know. I think I heard, oh, there is piranhas, and piranhas are delicious, by the way. I had some in the Amazon, and they said, no, we don't kill piranhas. So, wow, no killing at all, huh? A
Yeah.
respect. And it's a place where you feel the animal finally can live in harmony with the human being because the human being is not chasing them, he's not killing them. They are not afraid. They saw the car. I was myself in the car. I don't say I was afraid because I know it was not dangerous, but there is something inside you. Dominic, the jaguar is right there. He could actually jump in the car. He could, but
Yeah,
he's
it's
not.
good.
He's
It's
not.
not.
He's looking at you like, hello, and then he's minding his own business. I have never seen this, as I said. So
Yeah. It's quite
I hope
special.
people are going to be excited. Yeah, you're closer than going to Africa. You don't have any jet lag, so people don't lose a day where they are off. Huh? And the food was amazing. I would
Yeah.
say surprising because you're a bit in the middle of nowhere. They changed the menu lunch and dinner. Wow, you just have to stop yourself, actually not to eat too much. That's the only problem you have. Voilà. So I have beautiful videos. We gather a lot. We did a beautiful little fun trip. So you can also see everything on my Instagram. And happy to share my own. I actually did some post where I said, this is my own video because I don't want, we are in the world of AI. Anybody can create anything, a jaguar nearby. So I thought I would say, I took that video myself. And then you can tell I've seen it right there. The jaguar was right there. And every day we saw jaguar, not just one day by chance, huh? Oh, we saw all the animals you show on the picture, all of them, no exception.
So
So,
did you had the opportunity to see the big fives of the
oh
Pantanal?
yes,
Yes.
yes, yeah.
Let's check. Did you
Ah,
did,
that
did you
view?
see any giant and theater?
Yes, with his baby on the top of him at night.
Oh,
They
okay.
were, oh, that was cute. You can't even see where was the beginning because you have the tail, the mouth, but they were on the top of each other. We
Did
saw
you
many
see any
deers.
capybaras?
Oh, yes. Plenty. In front of the resort, actually. You don't even have to go somewhere. With a baby one. I never seen the small one, but I got to see them too. And they're
Okay.
really cute, huh? Yeah.
And did you had the chance to spot the tapir that is one of the largest
Bird.
mammal?
Yeah. Oh,
of
no,
of
which one was
America.
it? The tapir. Yeah, I call it tapir.
Tapir.
Yes, 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 I did. Hello.
Okay, and the Darsh, the Pantanal Darsh with a very big.
Yes, yes, the equivalent of the deer. And then I forgot the name of this beautiful bird that is black, red, and white. Oh,
Oh yeah, it's
wow,
mm,
wow.
in English I can
Yes, I don't
I don't
remember the
remember.
name yeah, in Portuguese either, but stunning, huh? Voilà. And then of course we did an excursion with Arara Azul, so I saw the blue parrots and the other
Oh
one, and we saw toucan that was not on your picture, huh? We
yeah.
saw the toucan flying. So anyway,
In the
really,
last of the list,
hmm
you mentioned that you spot the jaguar.
yes, oh my, yes, one in the
Yeah.
middle of your and every day, and it's not spotting. It's seeing close to you.
Mhm.
For me, spotting is, oh, far away. There is a jaguar, guys. Look,
Yeah.
yes, we need this. We didn't need this. We had them in the car. We didn't use them. Huh? And that was not spotting the jaguar at all. It was seeing them and close to you or walking in front of the car. It's like, who has that? The jaguar is one. And in the water, I never seen a jaguar in water as well. And the water are by the side of your street where you are. Or the jaguar is taking an alley parallel to your road, so you can see we are in the car bouncing and with a video, and the
Mhm.
jaguar is just walking around, not looking strange at all or anything. Voilà, so I don't know.
Wow,
Oh,
super.
maybe I should answer the question. You can tell everyone I could be speaking about it, and huh?
Mhm.
So Palm, you were mentioning some party boats, which I didn't see any. So I don't know, Christina, if you know some party boats that your clients Pam mentioned, and that they were
Yeah.
playing. So
Yeah.
do you have
So
them?
all
Because
the
I didn't see them. We didn't see them.
Mhm.
We arrived on a Friday, left on a Sunday.
Yeah, all the experience in Cayman it's by land. Yes, we don't have like river experience, but normally during the stay, I just mentioned that we organize some special moments. So we try at least to organize one party. And one that Dominique had the opportunity
Oh,
to enjoy
cool.
was the authentic Pantanal barbecue.
Mhm.
Yeah, during in the cowboy's house, where was in during the evening with live song, Brazilian guitar playing during the night and the barbecue and so on. So we do some special moments, some special parties, kind of parties, yes, but everything by land, not by boat.
Yeah. So I don't know why you mentioned the party boats, huh? Maybe we have to check
Well,
if the client was there, huh?
there are many. Actually, there are some regions of the Pantanal that you explore by boat,
Ah,
not by land. Yes,
okay.
so maybe something in a
Ah,
different
yes.
area from Pantanal or maybe
Yeah,
from the Amazon. It
yeah.
can, but yeah, not here
And
in Cayman.
the restaurant barbecue, yeah, it's actually not even at the lodge. We had to take a car to go, so clients cannot
Yeah.
hear. They don't have, huh? All right. So at least, Pam, I can tell you there is no more of what your clients have seen. Yes, meals are included in Cordillera as well. They don't have to come to the main lodge, huh?
Yes, even
Uh,
in Cordillera or Baiazinha,
yeah, yeah,
you have all dedicated food and beverage
mhm,
staff. So yeah, so you go for the safari
voilà.
and then you come back
And your food is
and
there.
the
Voilà.
breakfast is set for everybody and ready, and then you can enjoy the swimming pool, enjoy the time, and have lunch and go to the safari. So you have all the dedicated service, so it's not necessary to go to the main lodge. You have all the privacy in your villa with a fully dedicated staff, 24 hours per day.
So, Maria Isabel, you said hello from Latin Excursion. How long is the drive from Campo Grande to Cayman? You mentioned 3 hours and a half. That's what I did, but the road is nice. And actually, if they wanted to come to Bonito, huh, Bonito is actually closer as well.
Yes.
Huh?
So
It's
it's two
yeah,
hours and a half by car, so it's
for
closer.
Bonito
And
and three
and it's a
hours and
good
a half. Huh?
place there, yes, for ecotourism. You
Yeah.
know, it's a place there you can do a very active
Mhm.
ecotourism,
Yeah.
like diving and canoeing and doing a lot of things, and
In
then
Bonito.
come
Yeah,
to
you can
Caiman
combine
and
the
enjoy the
the
wildlife.
well, the advisor on the group was saying that that would be nice to actually arrive in Bonito, and then you have
Yeah.
only 2 hours and a half drive, but do something in Bonito because really, wow, the things that do not exist in the Pantanal, huh? I know.
Yes. So even
So,
though they are completely
voilà.
closed, they offer completely different experiences. Yes.
Yeah. Pam, you said great. They do exist too. Maybe on another excursion they took, this was several years ago. Oh yes, because me, I didn't see any. It cannot be called a party place at all. And we had a discreet canoe. They gathered us on a little deck. We had a little champagne. Huh? That was our last night, but nothing partying or music and everything. Huh? Kathleen, you want to know what is recommended amount? What is a recommended amount of time to stay? So I I hear from, I don't know, Christina, you're the one who can tell, and me, I can tell after what the group said. Huh?
Mhm. Well, so it's about the length of
The
stay.
length of
Sorry.
day. How long do you recommend for
Yeah.
people in
So the
Cayman?
minimum stay, it's 3 nights that we
Well,
require.
yeah.
But for a long time of the year, we work with we fixed arrival dates. So they are always on Thursday and Sunday, which we offer a 3 night stay, a 3 night experience from Thursday to Sunday,
Mhm.
four night experience from Sunday to Thursday. But we receive many enthusiasts that usually stay for 1 week, so from Sunday to Sunday and Thursday to Thursday. But less than 3 nights, it doesn't it's it doesn't work. It's
Yes.
3 nights, so you can
Well,
have 2 full days of
yes, yes.
safaris and you
And
know
without knowing that, I think the group didn't know you have a fixed 3 nights, 4 nights. Everybody said 3 to 4 nights of
yeah.
more if the client is not wanting to see something else of Brazil. But
Mhm.
if the clients have not been to Brazil, maybe it's go to try something else. Or maybe, yes, you stop over in Bonito, or maybe you go to Rio de Janeiro and so on. Huh? And you suggested even a night in the Sao Paulo. Uh,
Dominique did a nice combination this time with Rio de
oh, yes,
Janeiro
yes.
and Caiman in
Voilà,
Pantanal.
Rio, and on Thursday I went to Cayman. So, and then on Sunday I went to Sao Paulo. So that was perfect. Hope, you said I was lucky to stay for 4 nights in 2022, and the cowboy experience riding and the barbecue were also fantastic. Yes, the amount of bird is amazing. Kayaking at sunset, all the activity are well done, and of course the jaguar. Thank you, Hope. Yes, really, and me, I had visited before the pandemic, before the renovation, so, and I had not done the safari, so that was something. Huh? I was very impressed and very, very happy and proud, huh, to be a vehicle in this world, to share the passion of everyone, the team, and this love for nature, and to show a place where the animal, no one is afraid. Huh? No one
Oh,
is afraid of the human at all. So, and the human is not afraid of them either. So it's a really nice combination. So hopefully we share it with everyone. Maybe you want to mention the price because, when you compare with Africa, your price point is excellent.
that's true. That's true. Our rates in our lodge starts in $1,700 per night per room, and I'm talking about a double room, yes. And the villas they started in 7,000 per night, the entire villa. So yes, we have different seasons in Pantanal. We have a shoulder, we have a high, and we have a peak. The peak is during July and August because I always say that all the entire road is having vacations in July and August. That's why. But yes, but in Cayman, I have to tell you that you can have a great experience all year long.
Hmm. And then, yeah, the food is included. I mean, everything is included. Huh? It's not just the room. Huh? I know.
Yeah.
And something that I know what's included is a safari excursion, with the car that you can see actually on my background and the green
Mhm.
car. But then you can do safari also with the organization. Huh?
Yes.
And that was really nice. I know they're not included, but people have to know it was what, $50? Huh? $50?
Yes. It's a
$50.
donation.
So
It's a
it's
directly
donation.
donation
Yes.
to the
So,
On Safari. Yes,
voilà.
because as an NGO, they can sell anything. Of course, yes, they can live by donations, receiving donations, and also by sponsorships. So in Cayman, as I mentioned, we have been pioneering that guests can contribute
Mhm.
with this donation and have an experience with them. So you can have a half-day experience with the Hyacinth Macau or the Blue Parrot Institute. And also you can spend, like Dominique spend, a full-day experience with the On Safari. And that's amazing because you go deep in the
Yes.
jaguars world, and of course they monitor some of the jaguars, so you can also can improve your chances to see jaguars. So yeah, it's amazing. You have a special presentation, like we discover things about this amazing animal that for
Yeah.
sure we had no idea.
Yeah.
And they do a beautiful work that started in Cayman, a bit waiting jaguars to the safari carts, but nowadays they are spread all over Brazil in different biomes, doing many other conservation works, and starting to developing conservation corridors for the jaguars between different countries in South America. So yes,
Yeah.
something that starts only with habituating the jaguars have been transforming into this great potential of conservation in wildlife. So it's yeah,
Voilà. We didn't
it's
show
something.
any picture of the boutique, but the boutique has a great success.
Oh,
I don't have it next time when we do our webinar. I'll bring my little blue Arara with me. And yeah, do you have an amazing product? That's all I can tell you.
thank you.
Alors, Christina, does the lodge close between season? It's always open? Always open?
It's always open all year long. And that's an interesting question because during the flood season, many properties around Pantanal, many farms, they lose all access by land. But we are located in a higher place of the Pantanal, so we have access all year long, even during the flood season. So yes, we are open all year. We just stop a few days during Christmas, and but we always open for New Year's Eve. But Christmas is a time that we always like to stop, and all the employees that are our community, because all the employees live in Cayman, we always support also their families. So it's the time that they travel and spend Christmas with other part of the families of their families.
Voilà. So Pam, you said so wonderful, love Cayman and sell often. Thank you, Pam. Voilà. And Samantha, you have the best question because you said 17 per night per room or per person. It is per room.
Yeah.
So you imagine the difference when you compare with Africa. As I
Yeah.
said, on our farm trip, we had a specialist, an advisor who only sell Africa safari.
Mhm.
And and he actually also said some of the safari, the best safari in Africa are very expensive. And some people don't always have the budget for the very expensive safari. So they go for a smaller price safari, but then they don't
Mhm.
see anything. So he said, at minimum, everyone that is going to approach him, not with a budget with one of the top safari, is going to say, look, you're not going to do one of the best safari with your budget in Africa. Why don't you do an amazing safari for that price in Brazil? Huh? And that's a beginning for us to push Cayman and Pantanal as a safari destination. And after, people will say, well, I prefer maybe Brazil. Huh? We'll see with the time. but I think it's a great idea to suggest it this way as well, huh? Or for people who have done Africa all over and they need something new, or people who don't have the time, or they are like, they know the jet lag is imposing on them. Look, we said 3 nights, 4 nights,
Mhm.
so maybe you have a little combination with few nights in Brazil somewhere else, and in 1 week you do, or you just do Cayman for 1 week. You won't be bored, I can tell you, huh? And then you will eat well as well. And the stuff is wonderful. They love what they do. They're passionate. I think they're very happy and very happy to be there, to be part of Cayman. Huh? You can tell. It's
Yeah.
not a job.
Like,
It's a passion. Huh? They are very
yes,
excited. Huh?
it's a passion,
Yeah.
and it's interesting to talk about because being a place that has a cattle ranch culture,
Mhm.
Cayman is really well known
Yeah.
inside the communities because all the women have the opportunity to have a job opportunity
Yeah.
with Cayman and to contribute economic inside home.
Oh, that's
So yeah, so
the
even
point.
many the men work in
The
the
cattle
livestock
build
with
and
the
yeah, the
livestock. We have
livestock.
the women
Huh?
working
Yeah.
in the hotel and work with the ecotourism there and yeah, so it's beautiful to see. So and the culture is maintaining,
Hmm.
so they are becoming very proud. We have some native guides. One of them used to be a jaguar hunter
Oh, oh
many
là là.
many years ago because he had no idea, and he had no idea that a jaguar is something like, and nowadays he can imagine, but it was about just not having the knowledge about.
Mhm. Yeah.
So and it's beautiful to see the transformation because nowadays, he's very proud to see that maintaining the jaguars, it can also improve the ecotourism and all the system around him,
Yeah.
So it's interesting to see how the tourism can educating
Yeah.
everybody, and providing opportunities to all of them.
Mhm.
So
Voilà.
we have some really interesting histories like this.
Thank you, Christina. And you said very nice presentation. Thank you both. Pam, you said thank you. Much love the new Cordillera. I've seen them. It's beautiful. Huh? Went to visit, and yeah, I think we have good product to sell. Huh? All right. Thank you, everyone. Thank you very much for your time. Hope you said it's an amazing guy. He's an amazing guide. Ah, okay, so you know what's. Voilà. All right. And Christina, thank you again for your time. Huh?
Thank you for your time too.
You're
Thank you,
welcome, my
everybody.
dear. Allez, bye everyone. Thank
Bye
you.
bye.